ganahan ko ani mubasa. Kinindot murag mindot gini siya og sulod ko dahil ko ni siya story. Ako ning dalon bi. Ako ni basahon since padulong mo ko sa library. Atin lang ako ni basahon.
In 19th century, there was a man who's named Charles Robert Darwin. He was an English naturalist, geologist, and biologist who originated the theory of evolution through the process of natural selection. He was born in February 12, 1809 in Shrewsbury, England. Darwin holds a unique place in history as the foremost proponent of this theory. While he lived in a relatively quiet and studious life, his writings were controversial in their day and still routinely spark controversy. As an educated young man, he embarked on an outstanding voyage of discovery aboard of a Royal Navy ship. Strange animals and plants he saw in remote places inspired his deep thinking about how life might have developed. In 1859, Charles Darwin published his thoughts about evolution and natural selection in On the Origin of Species, and he profoundly shook up the scientific world. Overcoming the scientific rejection of earlier concepts of transmutation of species, Charles Darwin's scientific theory discovery is the unifying theory of the life sciences, explaining the diversity of life. Charles Darwin died in April 1882 at the age of 73. He was buried in Westminster Abbey in London, England.
A long time ago, there was a man who said that our ancestors are the family of chimpanzees. Do you believe in that? According to Darwin's influential and controversial book called On the Origin of Species, he proposed the species evolve, or as he put it, undergo descent with modification, and that all living things can trace their descent to a common ancestor, which we all know, the chimpanzees. So, what is evolution? The basic idea of biological evolution is that populations and species of organisms change over time. Today, when we think of evolution, we are likely to link the idea with one specific person, no other than Charles Darwin. By the time of Darwin's death in 1882, his theory of evolution was generally accepted. In honor of his scientific work, he was praised, honored, and was buried in Westminster Abbey beside kings, queens, and other illustrious figures from British history. Subsequent developments in genetics and molecular biology led to modifications in accepted evolutionary theory, but Darwin's ideas remain central to the field.
Darwin's greatest contribution to science is that he completed the Copernican revolution by drawing out for biology the notion of nature as a system of matter in motion governed by natural laws. With Darwin's discovery of natural selection, the origin and adaptations of organisms were brought into the realm of science. The adapted features of organisms could now be explained, like the phenomena of an inanimate world, as a result of natural processes with the resources to intelligent design.
Charles Darwin's contribution contributions to the fields of evolutionary biology and natural selection continue to be essential in modern scientific research. Darwin's theory of evolution by natural selection is the foundation for modern biology, genetics, and medicine, providing insights into the mechanism of genetic variation and adaptation to continue to inform our understanding of complex biological systems. Moreover, Darwin's work has also had significant impacts on fields such as psychology, anthropology, and even philosophy, by providing a framework for understanding human behavior in terms of our evolutionary history and the ways in which our social structures have developed. Darwin's theories have also led to the development of new technologies such as genetic engineering and biotechnology.
Darwin's ideas established a philosophy of biology by introducing the time factor, by demonstrating the importance of chance and continuity, and by showing that theories in evolutionary biology are based on concept rather than law. But furthermore, and this is perhaps Darwin's greatest contribution, he developed a set of new principles that influence the thinking of every person. The living world through evolution can be explained without recourse to supernaturalism, essentialism, or typology is invalid, and we must adopt population thinking in which all individuals are unique, vital for education and the refutation of racism. Natural selection applied to social groups is indeed sufficient to account for the origin and maintenance of altruistic ethical systems. Cosmic theology, an intrinsic process leading life automatically to ever greater perfection, is fallacious with all seemingly theological phenomena explicable by purely material processes, and determinism in those repudiated, which place our fate squarely in our own evolved hands.
Wow, that was a long story with has many lessons to be learned. Now, I know how highly important to the world of psychological science that Charles Darwin came to the conclusion he did in the 19th century. His early research paved the way for researchers today and helped to provide knowledge about expression to those wishing to further Darwin's findings.